Hello everyone, welcome to the IAS Mentor Science and Tech Time Travel Series. In this episode, we'll try to understand why did India develop missiles. Missiles are nowadays very crucial for defending any country. But for the first time, this kind of technology emerged in the modern sense in Germany during Second World War in Nazi Germany under the guidance of Hitler. He was developing so many innovative products during wartime period. The Allied forces were very much afraid of the kind of technologies that Hitler was developing at that point of time. During that time period only, Hitler was trying to develop nuclear weapons also. Somehow, Allied forces under the leadership of America came to know about it. They have developed a nuclear weapon also. But to drop the nuclear weapon on Japan, they had to carry that weapon in aeroplane and they dropped it. Now, after the war, USSR and USA became two arch rivals because ideologically they are two different countries. USSR was following communism, USA was following capitalism. Now, USSR wanted to develop a new technology which is one step ahead. That is, when USA was able to develop nuclear technology, now USSR wanted to develop a technology which can control the space. That is where the satellite technology started emerging. In 1950s, Russia or USSR was the first country which put the manufactured satellite or man-made satellite in the space. For that, missile was required, they developed it. Now, the missile was also helpful even to drop the nuclear bomb without sending the aeroplane to the enemy site. Now, Russia can send the nuclear weapon to USA without sending the soldiers or without sending aircraft to USA. Now, this was the context in case of India. Some other developments were going on in India. Immediately after independence, India had to fight a war with Pakistan because they wanted Kashmir, but Kashmir Raja wanted to merge with India. That was the first India-Pakistan war in 1948 itself. Next, in 1960s, China suddenly attacked India and China wanted Indian territory. That is where India wanted to strengthen its technology. Till 1960s, we were thinking that if we are good to our neighbors, neighbors will not do anything to us. But that was not the case. Practically, the neighbors may want your territory. That is why India started building its own technologies. That is why new institutions like nuclear research facilities, defense research organization, DRDO also developed, and even ISRO also, Indian Space Research Organization also developed in 1960s. By 1960s, these institutions were also created. By 1970, China already tested nuclear weapon. Now, USA is having nuclear weapon, USSR having nuclear weapon, and China also having nuclear weapon. In 1962, it attacked India. That is why India now don't want to depend on any other country. It felt that if you want to safeguard your land, you have to protect your skies. India has witnessed invasions from land in the northwestern part. India has witnessed invasion from the water, that is during the European time period, European colonization time period. Now space is the one. Anyone can attack India from the space. That is where India started developing its own technologies in 1970s. It was the time when Abdul Kalam was a young scientist. He joined DRDO. Under his guidance, in 1980s, integrated guided missile development program started. Earlier, for all these technologies, we were dependent on Russia. But now, he used to tell one thing, that if you can't defend your skies, you cannot protect your land. Missiles are not weapons of aggression, but instruments of peace through strength. So this is the second statement is Abdul Kalam sentence. He used to say that we needed missiles. It is not to invade any other country, but to defend our country. That is where the foundation for 5 different missiles started. Those were called like Prithvi, Akash, Agni. Likewise, 5 different missiles started. By 1990s, we became self-reliant. Now today, India is one of the most successful country in terms of developing missiles and also rocket launchers. So the technology behind missiles or rocket launchers same. That is why today ISRO is able to handle even satellites from other countries also. Other countries are dependent on ISRO to launch their satellites. So that is how India's progress happened. These are the some of the images of missiles. Identify this one. These are the missiles. Today, there is one powerful missile called BrahMos. It is the combination, it is the development through the collaboration between Russia and India. In the recent India-Pakistan war also, these missiles were used. As a result, today, India is comfortably having a technology which can protect our skies. So that is short, brief history about why we needed missiles. With this kind of missile technology, we can protect our borders. If enemy attacks us also, we can launch missile attacks, and also with nuclear warheads, we can create huge damage to the enemies. And that is what big deterrence. Deterrence means people should afraid of touching India. One of the powerful weapons is nuclear, but to launch the nuclear weapons, we needed the launcher. That is what missile. All right. This is short, brief history about why India developed missile technology. Thank you.